So, what is the mission, you're asking? If this same question was asked in a different situation, people would be… In a way, this also borders on that. People are asking, what is the God-given purpose of my life? Whatever is the source of creation, what makes you think the source of creation which created this cosmos, for which you do not know where it begins, where it ends, even keeping account of you, forget about giving you a specific purpose. Maybe the source of this creation doesn't even know you exist. Hello? Because this very solar system is a tiny little speck in this cosmic space, isn't it? Tomorrow morning, believe me, if the entire solar system evaporates, nobody will notice it. You think there is a God-given purpose for you, this is the peak of human arrogance. Because all this is coming from the basis that has been spread in the name of religion and faith and whatever, that the existence is human-centric. Existence is not human-centric. We're just one more creature, which happened recently according to the evolutionary sciences. Yes? This sense of assumed, self-assumed significance that people have brought to themselves has made us walk with absolute insensitivity on this planet. Absolutely insensitive to every other life because we think everything is here to serve us. So this idea, we must give it up because whenever people thought, wherever it was propagated, that I am doing God-given purpose, I am fulfilling, they did the most horrendous things on the planet. Whenever people said, God told me this, those people did the most horrible things. As human societies, we have issues, we have problems, we have struggles. Whatever you think needs to be sorted out, and whatever you think is your aptitude to sort out, you pick up that damn thing and sort it out. It's not any God-given mission. You got to do something useful, because there is some joy in solving something. This is all the choice we have. You can either be a part of the problem or part of the solution. If you enjoy being part of the problem, do it, there'll be consequences. Yes, sometimes it's fun to create problems. Yes, it is. But it'll have its own kinds of consequences. The only thing you have to learn is do whatever the hell you want, just do it well. But for every action you perform, there is a consequence. When the consequence comes your way, if you're able to joyfully go through the consequence, you can do anything you wish. But when the consequence comes, you cry. If you're that kind, then you must control your action. What you call as prejudice, everything has come because of limited identifications that each one of us hold. This is my family, this is my race, this is my religion, this is my nation. It is from this all the terrible things happen on the planet, isn't it? People who are doing this, they believe at that moment they're just doing the right thing. This is what identity does to you. You need to understand the very structure of human intelligence. There are different dimensions of intelligence. Unfortunately, today in our education systems, we are exploring only one, which is the intellect. If I ask you a simple question, please you must answer this, because I'm going to bless you at the end of the answer. Would you want your intellect to be sharp or blunt?
Sharp. Blunt.
Because only if it's sharp, it works well, because it's a cutting instrument. Essentially, a cutting instrument, if you try to use it on everything, it can cause a lot of misery. We have a cerebral capability which most human beings have not learned how to handle. You can call this stress, you can call this anxiety, you can call this misery, you can call this cruelty, you can call this murder, you can call this whatever. Essentially, all that's happened is your intelligence has turned against you, that's all. Why has this happened? simply because of limited identities that you have taken. Everybody is willing to die for something, and everybody is willing to kill for something. It could be family, it could be nation, it could be race, religion, whatever. Is it not time that you upgrade your way of how you identify yourself? With what do you identify yourself? So intellect is essentially a cutting instrument, a sharp instrument, because you said you want it sharp. I hope you kept it sharp. It's important to keep it sharp, otherwise it doesn't work. So, the moment you identify with something, your intellect is striving to protect that identity. Young people, it's very important that if you cannot imagine a cosmic identity, at least a global identity is a must for you. Otherwise, you being empowered by education, you are the source of future disasters. I have continuously worked with people to make them devoted to the process. You guys are dedicated to the goal. Whatever you think is your goal right now, probably in 5 years it will not even be relevant to you, all right? So you are wasting your life going in a direction which may not mean a damn thing to you in a little bit of time, possible. Unless you don't grow, you freeze, then the same damn thing will mean something to you all the time. Otherwise, if you're evolving and growing, what means a lot to you today may not mean anything in another 5–10 years' time. So this goal business you must leave. Who are you to set the goals? Because your goals in some way are related to the world, isn't it? Why are you setting the goals? Right now, there is a situation. Whatever is your area of engagement, you involve yourself in that. If you do your best with what's happening today, tomorrow will be better or no? This entire process is about being devoted to the process. What will happen to me? What will happen to me? Where will I go? Where will I go? Shall I reveal the secret to you? The last scene of your life is you'll be dead. It is just that how wonderfully you conduct the process of life, isn't it so? You're looking at life as a race. See, the moment you think of a goal, you want to get ahead of him, isn't it? It's a race. If you look at life as a race, you must get to the finish line first. This is not a race. Who told you this is a race? Do you want to get to the finish line before everybody else? No. Life is in its process and its detail, isn't it? How deeply you're engaged with the details of today will determine the quality of what we create tomorrow. If you do not engage yourself with the process of today, if you succeed in your goal, you will be miserable. If you do not succeed, of course, you will be miserable. Just see, this is something that I'm constantly speaking to business leaders around the world. See, one thing most business leaders are proving to the world is that success is a painful thing. Success is a terrible thing. So this is very important. This is because we become goal-oriented. No, you must become process-oriented. If you are devoted to the process, we want to get to the goal without handling the process. Life does not work like that. If you want flowers in your garden, you don't have to buy perfume and go and spray to the roots. You throw filth at the roots, flowers will come, isn't it? Isn't this a process? You take care of the soil, the manure, the water and the sunlight, flowers will come. Consequence is not your business, process is your business, isn't it? If you do the right things with what's happening right now, consequence is coming. If you get engaged with the consequence, you will become miserable. Whether it comes or it doesn't come, both ways you will become miserable.